ladies and gentlemen, that FMV game. Wow, I am super
Listen,
prepared for this. Hey,
yeah,
guess what, everybody? JJ has been reviewing a game, and he has done his review. That game, Me and the Dragon Princess. Check it out. Take it away, JJ. Tell us about campy FMV games.
This game's really cool. First of all, the main villain of the game is Doctor Who.
Spoiler alert, you find it out like right away.
Yeah, no, he's presented as an evil, there he is. So it starts off with sort of the backstory of a team of pirates, that have to eventually. It's like Indonesian pirates too. It's not like a name like Mia and the Dragon Princess. You kind of expect it to be maybe a feudal Japan thing, but no. It's a Indonesian pirate game set in Europe. British in this. And so you kind of get the backstory behind the
doesn't look mysterious at all, does he?
Yeah, you kind of get the backstory behind them early on, and then when the game itself kicks in, you are you could see the Indonesian woman running around in the hospital dress. Like, it's just one of those things where you just kind of have to accept that she is the pirate mentioned early on, and in the opening cutscene, and she is misplaced out of time, and she is trying to the indicator on her bracelet is leading her to either her partner, a red-haired pirate, or what she left behind treasure wise. Oh jeez. Awesome. It's beautifully choreographed.
Cool.
My first playthrough of the game, I think I kind of broke it. I don't know what happened.
Nice.
But I'll get to it in a minute. But so it's a very simple FMV experience. You are watching it. It's very short. Some of these cutscenes, especially the out of time cutscenes, because they don't want to go back and build sets for a pirate ship, so they just animate them, and it's a great aesthetic. It really is just like you get to a scene and you make a choice. I didn't put too much thought into my choices. I just put the one that I like immediately I was drawn to.
Sure. Whatever sounded cooler at the moment.
Yeah, just to see what happened. And I don't want to, because it's so short and you kind of get in the spoilers right away, I don't really want to get too much into the plot.
Yeah, that's fine.
You just know that she is looking for something, and Mia is the striped shirt. Yeah. And they're in a bar that has something to do with the mystery going on, and he is trying to buy the bar because the secret is there. And he's like a major player in town. He owns like the upstairs area, and he's trying to get down there. So yeah, you have these quick choices that you have to make, and you play through it.
How long how long are these choices that they give you before I'm assuming it defaults to one if you don't pick, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you kind of get two things. There's two options actually in the game. You can just do it like that, where you just get like a couple of seconds, but they also have a streamer mode, which turns off the timing. So it gives you time to have like your audience choose what you should do.
That's
like
cool.
You would throw up a poll or something, and if you're Twitch streaming it or something. So it's fascinating. The first time I played the game, I got to this point and I made a decision, and it did like this awkward jump, like where all of a sudden we're escaping through some tunnels, and I'm like, I have no idea what happened. I have no idea where this came from. Because it clearly I was missing a couple of scenes, and then like the ending was just a couple of choices after that, and it was quite the ending. I was blown away by how my first playthrough's ending ended. It was two things. It was both spectacular and utterly unsatisfying.
That's awesome. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
and when you're done, and when you go to the main menu after you beat the game, it takes you to a place, and you can actually have like a timeline that shows you like where your choices led you, and you can actually see in the middle where there's like the branch breaks and then it goes on to the next scene. So clearly
Okay.
the choices I made sort of didn't know where to put me. So it just sort of picked something, I think. I don't know. But subsequent playthroughs, when you kind of understand the what you should do a little better and stuff, you get a more well-rounded story with a more reasonable ending in subsequent. But it's replayable. It's very short too,
That's cool.
which
Like
helps.
how
You know,
about how long were you thinking that
I
it
mean,
was?
my first playthrough was an hour at best.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect. This is the kind of thing that I would
yeah.
love to. If it seems like the kind of thing, FMV games that I'd love to
Yeah.
just sit and watch or get the
Yeah.
family together. It's like, hey, let's all watch this
Yeah.
movie take place. You know?
Yeah, and
Okay.
the interacting part is just very quick and small.
Gotcha.
So like
Gotcha.
this really is just a fun little campy adventure
Mm-hmm.
story that you can just
Nice.
like sit back and interact with and watch, and it looks cool. It's got some cool because she the dragon princess
Uh-huh.
is she's a stunt worker in
Okay.
Hollywood. So she's not a traditional actress. She does a lot of stunt work for a lot of other movies and stuff. So um that's why she was the perfect choice to play this.
Sure.
She only knows, she either doesn't talk or only speaks Javanese. So it's great. It's very
Awesome.
short. It's a great little campy. It feels like how it looks. You know, like you see these little quick things. The whole thing feels like this. It feels like an episode of a TV show.
That's
Um,
what I freaking love because there are
yeah,
some FMV games, there are FMV experiences that I've played that
yeah,
just feel like they take hours and they
yeah,
revel too much in the UI aspect
yeah.
of it instead of just enjoying
That's
it for what it is.
when you
Okay,
go
cool.
back to like the 90s and it was all about like, you know, Night Trap is like
Yep.
the
Oh
primo
god.
experience where it's sort of more like it more reveled in the sort of like almost too much into the
It
camp
was too much,
on
yeah.
top of being like proto Five Nights at Freddy's where you're just
Yeah.
kind of zipping through as many cameras as you can to peer in on. It's not fun to play.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Um so but this is like this isn't a game. I mean, this
Yeah.
is just an interactive movie.
I love it.
And it's also really inexpensive, which I don't usually talk about the
Hmm.
price for something, but I think it's an asset to this game is that it's a short little series and I think you could pick it up for like 15 bucks or something. Like
It's on sale
yeah,
right now
yeah.
for $11.69.
Yeah. It's
Normally $13. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh shit, I might just pick it up.
yeah.
I'm a huge Paul McGann fan, so
Yeah, and from that and he's he is extremely campy in it. Like he is, I wouldn't say chewing the scenery because he's really not, but he's just
sure.
really he's not being subtle in his villainy in the
He knows
slightest.
exactly what
And he's
Awesome.
just like cartoonishly
Love it.
evil.
Love it.
It's great. Yeah, so
Sweet.
absolutely recommend. Only if you enjoy FM. I don't think if you've never liked an FMV game, you're gonna get nothing from this, I think.
Mhm.
Um, maybe if you like you know campy action or something, like you might get something out of it because the game part of it's kind of again minimal.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, I do recommend it to anyone who just wants to have this kind of
Excellent.
experience. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna pick it up.
I would
Cool.
recommend it. Yeah.